If you're still running Windows 7, then you need to make sure that you're running it as securely as possible, and also making sure that you're running the latest browsers so that, again, they're more secure and they're more compatible with the latest technology. Now, you probably know as well as I do that virtually all of the browsers have pulled support for Windows 7, meaning they're not releasing the latest versions with the latest compatibility for the latest technology used in websites, and certainly not for security. Now, Firefox are still giving you that option, but they're not actually allowing you to run the latest version of Firefox. Instead, they've got a ESR version. That's an extended support release, which basically means that they're going to try and keep it as secure as possible, but apparently they're ending support for that in September. And like I say, it's not the latest version of Firefox. It's based on Firefox version 1.15, I believe. I'm just opening it up on my computer now just to double check that before I say too much. So if I go into help and then into about, there we go. It's 1.15.21, which is quite an old release. I think at the moment, if I look on my Windows 11 computer, we're up to version 136.01. So it's quite out of date, but they're still supporting the Firefox browser for security updates on Windows 7, this version 1.15.21. But how do you get the latest version of Firefox browser running on Windows 7, Windows 8 or Windows 8.1 or even Windows Vista? Well, I'm going to show you how you can do that. Don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to my channel. Doing these three things help us make more great videos for you. As you can see, I'm running Windows 7 here. So what we need to do is we need to try and get the latest version of Firefox on here. Now, some bright spark has managed to adapt the latest version to make it compatible with Windows 7. Now, I say the latest version, but it's not the latest version. The latest version on Windows 10 and Windows 11, as I'm recording this video, is version 136.0.1. If you want to run it on Windows 7, it is version 135.0.1. So it's close enough. It's only a version out rather than the extended release version, which is about 21 versions out, I think, at the moment. So anyway, let's just open up Edge on Windows 7. And I must say, this will work on Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8 and Windows 8.1. If you've got Windows 10 or Windows 11, then don't worry. At the time of recording this video, the official version of Firefox is still supported and will be for the foreseeable future. So, okay, so I've opened up Microsoft Edge. Now, what I need to do is I need to go to the address bar right at the very top of the screen, not the search the web bar there, but the address bar right at the top. And if there's anything in there, then delete it out. Click in there so that your cursor's flashing just like mine, and then type on your keyboard cwtek.co.uk/WD, all in lowercase and no spaces. Pause this video if you need to jot this down. Then once you've done that, press enter or return on your keyboard. If you've got the right address, then you should see this. Scroll down till you get to the Windows 7 Essentials section, and there you'll see a section called Web Browser. And what you're looking for is this here, Redfox, with Firefox in brackets. Left click once on that. If any adverts come up, close them down, and then you should see this page come up here. Now scroll down. And what you want to do is you want to select whether you've got the Windows 32-bit version of Windows Vista 7, 8 or 8.1 or the 64-bit version installer if you've got the 64-bit version. Now, if you're looking to see what version of, now, if you want to know what version you've got of Windows 7, then just click on the Start menu there, move your mouse over Computer, then click on the right mouse button, then go down to Properties and click on the left mouse button, and you will see there in the System Information, the system type. And as you can see on mine, it says 64-bit operating system. Now, most computers from Windows 7 upwards were 64-bit. There were a few that were still 32. I think a lot of Dell computers were 32-bit, and also a lot of Medium computers were 32-bit as well. But if you want to double check, that's how you do it. is you go into System just there. So as I say, I've got a 64-bit version, so I'm going to click on the Win64 installer. So move your mouse over that, left click once, and then that will download. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long, and you might get this message up on the screen to say that it isn't commonly downloaded. Now, if you do, then move your mouse over the message and you should see these 3 dots appear. So click on the 3 dots, that's a left click, and then move your mouse over Keep, left click, and then move your mouse over the arrow just to the right of Show More, click on that, and then move your mouse over Keep Anyway, again, left click. And then if you've downloaded this in Edge, you should see Open File. So left click once on Open File. If you don't see an open file, then click on the yellow folder at the bottom of your screen, click on Downloads, and then look for this R3DFox and then a load of numbers after it. Move your mouse over it, double left click, and then click Run. Now we should all be at the same place no matter which method we chose to start installing. And if you get this, do you want to allow the following program from an unknown publisher to make changes to your computer? Move your mouse over Yes, left click once, and then we just click Next down here, and then Next again, and then we choose whether or not we want to make Redfox our default browser. If we do, leave the tick in the box. If we don't, untick it, left click Install. Now, as I say, Redfox is the latest version of Firefox, or near to the latest version, certainly much nearer than the official release of Firefox, the ESR version. So once we get Finish come up, move your mouse over Finish, left click once, and hopefully we should see Firefox should load. As I say, it's named Redfox, but essentially it is Firefox. It's got all the latest security updates. It can load the latest websites. It's got the latest technology built into it. It's just been adapted so that it can run with versions of Windows earlier than what it should, i.e. Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8 and Windows 8.1. So we can go to websites. We can type in our website in the search with Google, or enter address. We can enter it up there, or we can click on any of the shortcuts. So I'm just going to click on BBC News. Let's see how well it comes up. Yep, that's brilliant. The BBC News website has come up straight away. Let's just try my website. So I'm going to click into the address bar at the top there, delete out what's in it, and then just type in there cwtek.co.uk and see how that goes. Yes, that's come up. And if we just try my YouTube page, so let's just go up to the address bar up there, delete out whatever's in it, and type in there youtube.com/Chris R Wait, and then press enter or return. Hopefully you'll see my YouTube page appear, and it should come up as it would do in a normal modern day browser. Although sometimes I've found when installing Redfox, it installs in dark mode. So it does mean to say that you have to, if you want it in light mode, you have to go up to Tools, click on that, go down to Settings, click on that, and then scroll down and select there under website appearance light mode. I think automatic will normally put it in dark mode, which suits some people but not everybody. If I go to my website in dark mode and just refresh it, you'll notice everything is black apart from some of the titles on the web page, which does make it look a little bit odd, but that's down to personal choice. Now, with regards to updating Redfox, it doesn't update automatically like Firefox does, the original version. So what I would suggest is bookmark my web page, that's cwtek.co.uk/WD, and you can keep going back there on the odd occasion and just check to see whether or not there's a later version. You can download it and overlay it on the top. So that's cwtek.co.uk/WD, and press enter or return on your keyboard, and then you can scroll down to the Windows 7 section. There you go, the Windows 7 Essentials, and just click on that, and you'll be able to see after you've closed down an advert if there are any later versions than the one you've installed every so often. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, consider hitting that thanks button and making a donation to this channel. Or if you can't do that, then have a look in the description down below. We've got some great links down there for you to various things, including my Amazon shop, which contains all the things I love at the moment on Amazon: Fire TV sticks, Fire TV cubes, and VPNs. Buying, subscribing and donating really does help support this channel. It helps me to be able to dedicate more time to spend researching to bring you these great videos. And whilst you're at my YouTube channel, why not stick around? I've got thousands of other videos for you right here, right now, covering all sorts of subjects. Hopefully whilst you're here, you're going to find something to educate you, entertain you, amuse you, and maybe even save you some time and money. And if you do see any videos that you think your friends, your family or your work colleagues might like to see, then please don't forget to share these videos on your social media timelines. You can check me out on X. I'm at CWTEK. You can also check out my website. It's cwtek.co.uk. Thanks for watching, and speak to you again soon.